All right. So does everybody remember what happened last time?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Couldn't stop thinking about it this week.
So yeah, we left off with Agent McNulty getting a ride in a bucket truck up the top of an electrical tower and finding Lauren Harrogate's decapitated body. And due to the operator of the bucket truck's clumsiness, he knocked into the electrical tower and her head fell and clunked Smiley in the head and landed at his feet, and he had a momentary freak out. So we'll start up right there.
Perfect. Well, Smiley, obviously, for a moment, he didn't see the face of Lauren. He saw the face of his sister at his feet. Over the years of, his coping mechanisms, he's kind of developed two different methods of dealing with the issues that come up and like how he deals with stress in these crazy moments. Over time, obviously, he's been driven to get more and more and try to find answers, but he sometimes slips back into his isolation technique of dealing with stress. This is obviously a very high stress moment, and I think there's a fine line of, does he go into isolation mode or does he go into double down, I'm going to figure out all the answers mode? I don't know if there's like a role I could do to kind of see how he handles that situation.
Would that be like a temporary insanity type thing?
No, there's a mechanic for that. You have to take, I think, 5.
Or hit your breaking point?
Yeah. I mean, you can just play it up however you feel like you want to play it up.
Okay. I think temporarily he's probably going to have to like deal with a little bit of it, but he's going to eventually obviously double down and get even more into problem solving mode. But essentially seeing the head at his feet, he just essentially turns away and just quickly, without saying a word to anyone, kind of just walks off and goes in the opposite direction, fully just kind of in isolation mode for a little bit.
Okay.
Is he a little concussed from that,
It's a good question.
He got a little cut from like the little vertebrae of the spine. The little I don't know what they're called.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
So we're gonna say it's been about 30 minutes, an hour since the head dropped from the electrical tower. You guys are still on scene. Are you guys checking anything out or talking to Detective Gregson about anything or anything like that?
Yeah, I'd been sweeping the field just to see if I could find anything, any additional clues scattered about.
Roll me a search. Yeah, you don't find really anything, but you do notice a van pulling up on the side. It says medical examiner. It's just one guy, opens the door, still got a Hawaiian shirt on. It's Dr. Santorini.
Can I give a call to our handler and see if he can bag and tag the body and send it to wherever, Quantico, for the actual autopsy? Claim this is our jurisdiction now because it looks like it's a serial killer?
Yeah, you can give him a call. He wanted you to keep in contact with any updates anyway. Is that what you want to do? You pulling out your phone and calling him?
Yep, I'm going to give him a buzz.
Okay. Rings. Click.
This is Walker.
This is McNulty. The situation is developing bodies.
Okay, McNulty. I was actually just getting ready to call you. So, there's been kind of a flag put out on you by one of my colleagues.
The fuck did I do?
What happened at the medical examiner earlier today?
Nothing of note.
Nothing of note. Then how come I was forwarded this?
You see a surveillance video of Jimmy McNulty doing some sort of ritual on two dead bodies.
What the hell were you doing?
Have you looked at my file?
Yes.
Okay. Everything you need to know is in my file.
And why would you think it was okay to pull that shit in a medical facility that you know has got security cameras pretty much everywhere? Do you know where this video is right now?
Call it a lapse of judgment.
Yeah, it's gotten probably about 36 hits already on a website called Phenomen-X.
We will take care of it.
Yeah, I hope you do.
In the meantime, we are going to claim jurisdiction of all these cases as a serial killer. That's Fed territory. We're going to ship this newest stiff off to Quantico to keep the ME out from getting his hands on it. And we're going to reclaim the rest of the stuff from his lab. And it's all going to you guys.
Don't send it to Quantico. I have a guy, a friendly, in a bordering town. I'll send you the address to have the body relocated over there.
Is he cleared?
Yeah.
Okay, because this needs to be on the, at least look on the up and up if I'm to try and bullshit my way out of this guy doing. What is he doing releasing fucking morgue footage to a tabloid website anyways? Like, what the fuck is this guy's deal?
Well, we don't know. We don't know if he released it. We don't know if the security system got hacked. We don't know.
Well, it sounds like we are going to have a little chat with Dr. Santorini here about what's going on in his shop on top of things.
Well, you guys do what you got to do, but get it taken care of.
Okay, you got it.
Actually, I'll send a cleanup crew out and get the body where it needs to go, and I'll forward you the address if you want to go check it out later.
What about the stuff that he's got in the lab currently?
There's still stuff in the lab? You didn't take it all?
He's still got two bodies. And he still has some of the goo.
Is he at the scene right now?
Yes, he is.
Just let him know that someone will be arriving early in the morning to get the bodies and transport them to our location.
Okay. Thank you very much. We're going to handle it.
Hope you do. Bye.
Bye. All right. I'm going to march up to Santorini and tell him, hey, this is federal jurisdiction now. We are taking command of the scene. You can stand down.
You walk over there, and he's looking over the body and taking photos with his phone. You tell him this, and he cooperates with you. He says, sure, the body's at my office. Are you taking them as well?
Everything you have, including any evidence that's on that phone.
Okay, do you just want me to send you these pictures?
Nope. Phone is ours now. And while we're at it, what the fuck are you doing sending footage from your morgue to this tabloid shitbag website?
Yeah, persuade. I don't know. What are you talking about? I've been nothing but helpful.
I'm gonna roll a human against that to see if he's full of shit.
You can tell he's a little full of shit.
You're full of shit. You know exactly what's going on, and we're gonna have a little chat down in the box if you don't start coming clean about how this stuff is getting leaked. That's obstruction. I can fucking make you lose your medical license like it's nobody's business. Start talking.
He says, listen, you've seen the bodies. You know it's weird. You know, I don't have many friends.
I don't give a fuck. Who are these guys?
These two kids came up to me asking questions. They seem to have been pretty reputable in the paranormal community, and the stuff under the fingernails, the way the bodies were found, it all seemed odd. And, you know, they offered to let me in on their, not just this case, other stuff they've covered, let me in on some of the stuff, and I was just curious, and I didn't think anybody was going to believe it anyway. So I fed them some info on the cases.
Well, here's the deal. You're going to stop that shit right now. All of this is coming with us. And if we hear one single peep of anything untoward going back to this website, you're fucking done. And do you think I'm screwing around with you?
All right. I'll close it up with those guys.
Names, numbers, contact info, we want it all.
I don't have their names. I did have a planned meetup with them tomorrow morning at Hallowed Grounds Coffee.
Okay, you're gonna go to that, and we're gonna be there. If we hear anything we don't like, you're all done for. What time at Hallowed Grounds?
9 a.m.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you very much for your cooperation. I was gonna say I'll relay all of this to everybody.
It's a good name for a coffee place.
All right, so it's been about another 45 minutes, and you see a black utility van pull up They say they're there to take the body. You assume that it's Walker's team. It's probably about 10 p.m. right now. You guys have been going since before 6 a.m. So you guys are pretty tired. It's up to you what you want to do right now.
Smiley starts coming back around. He's obviously now kind of mentally steeled himself. But certainly his suggestion to the crew is that he's got, a lot of stress, and he would definitely enjoy now getting some sleep because he's been very tired from his red-eye flight.
Seems reasonable.
All right, so you guys want to go back to the motel?
Yep.
Yeah, makes sense. Depending on, what you think. If I can do some like online research, there's a few names I'd like to look up.
All right, so
See what I can find.
Agent Baker had one question regarding the actual body once it was brought down, potentially, and I guess it would be hard to discern, and maybe this was covered earlier, but does it look like the spine and skull was removed, I guess, after it was dropped, or was there any way to tell? Or would it seem like they would be, could we discern by how close they were to each other that it looks like the thing was dropped and then the spine was removed? Otherwise, it would have fallen too far apart from something else, or they're just like within couple of feet of each other kind of thing? Or I guess and I'm sorry if I'm probing too much, and I may have to go off of what we have, visual.
Roll me a forensics.
No, failure.
Yeah, you can't really tell, mostly because the head and the spine were damaged even more from that fall. It's hard to tell.
Okay, that's all I had.
All right, so you guys tell Detective Gregson that you'll be in contact with her, and you guys go to the motel. It's about 11 o'clock. If you guys don't get some sleep, you will suffer an exhaustion penalty, which is like -20 to all your rolls.
It's painful. I mean, based on your ruling, can I get away with a little bit of research, or is it like pretty much like we're done? And
well, I think you guys need to figure out before that, what's your plan in the morning, and like what time are you getting up?
So yeah, he already filled us in that we're going to be doing this meeting. I think it makes sense. Well, we're going to surveil the meeting, right? I think it makes sense for me to go as the electronics guy. I can maybe, check out the vehicle if they've got something in there. If I can, surreptitiously enter and investigate their devices, or if it comes down to a confrontation, then I'm right there on scene to maybe collect evidence or search
Okay.
their electronics.
So you're not doing any research tonight? You're just going to go to sleep?
Like I said, if you're ruling that if I can get away with if I can get away with a little bit of search time before bed, I'd like to do it. But I'd rather not. That exhaustion penalty is a little severe. So
I'll let you get away with one computer science roll to do some digging online.
okay. So particularly, I'm interested in, with the dentist being more or less a public figure, are there any threatening like Yelp reviews or other like public postings that I can find somebody threatening the dentist, somebody that would have a motive to go after him? All right.
Nice.
I'm going to say with a success, you don't find anything, but it would lead you to think maybe you should stop by his office and talk to his crew.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. I'm satisfied.
Not to retcon it, I just, in the way back in the van, Smiley does feel like he owes an explanation because these guys don't know him. And obviously this was completely uncharacteristic of him because he's very, stonewalled and stuff doesn't affect him very easily. So on the way over, he does kind of say, hey guys, I was not myself there. I have something very personal that really kind of got brought up from this situation. All you have to know is that I now want to solve this more than I ever did before. So let's get this all figured out. You guys can rely on me and it won't happen again.
We're all human, man. We've all seen some stuff. Everybody here has been through it. So don't even worry about it.
Appreciate it.
Yep, thanks for sharing. We're a team.
So everybody now knows that Smiley's got some baggage.
When we're back at the hotel, Jimmy's going to have himself a nip of the Jamesons and kind of crash out.
Roll me a luck roll.
Agent Baker is taking the bed furthest from the window.
Ooh,
Yeah, you grab your bottle, it's empty.
That's shitty detective work.
Do you go without it, or do you make a trip up to the store?
No, I'm not jonesing yet. I'm not shaking, so it's fine.
You guys all turn in for the night, unless there's anything else anybody wants to do. But if there is anything anybody else wants to do, they might suffer that exhaustion.
I was going to say, just make sure that everybody is up in plain clothes and ready to go for this 9 o'clock meet. Just look inconspicuous. We'll go in. Everybody will sit at different spots so it doesn't look like we're all, kind of together, just intently staring at these guys while they're having their conversation.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to ask is, do we all want to go? Or do we want to maybe do 2 and 2 to kind of also tackle something else?
Baker would offer to help Agent Steinmetz if he needed access to the vehicle, and also to hold security while he's, rooting around there, seeing if there's anything valuable as well, to keep eyes out front.
That's good. Helpful. I mean, I can go in and shadow the meet while they do whatever it is that they want to do. And Smiley, if you want to shake down leads somewhere else so that there's not 4 goons in this coffee shop, that's not a terrible idea either.
Yeah, I can go either way. Smiley could be convinced that it is helpful having everyone here at once, or maybe we go find Mrs. Harrogate because, she might have seen something. He's very interested in following up that lead too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if it goes south, we can if we have to, just pull the badges and arrest all 3 of them and then figure it out on the back end. Right? I mean, or is that the level of severity we're going with obtaining these guys, or just seeing how it goes?
I'm cool with that if it needs to go that way.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it might even be preferable if it goes that way, because, the public is probably freaking out and it shows them we're doing something.
If we have them all in the same spot, I'd say get them, again, as far as tying up loose ends, but I'm not sure, again, how, this is my, out of character, this is my first Delta Green, so I'm not sure exactly, how, I wish we had those wands from Men in Black, but we don't, and they can't be trusted to.
Well, there's another way to prevent people from talking in this game, and it's usually the way things go, in my experience.
Right.
I mean, if we want to let them start talking and, I'll pay attention and see if we can get any useful information. At the very least, we can detain him.
Yeah. And, there's another way, depending if we kind of like what we hear, if we think they're on the wrong track, as long as we're clever about it, we could always feed them bad information and they could help us with the cover-up later.
Ooh,
that's a great idea.
I think it might have to be a game time decision when we hear what these guys are talking about. If we think they're too far, maybe they're on to us even, then maybe it's time to, at least take them in for questioning. But if it seems like they're just jokers, that could be useful idiots.
Yeah, great observation.
That is an awesome idea.
Yeah, because we should start coming up with what our cover story is or what options we have, and then kind of driving towards them, right? Because I could see a world where we could even frame Santorini because he's kind of an inside guy and has information, and say that he was involved with the murders, or there's a couple options we could go with. Yeah,
I mean, he's already told us, right? He didn't have a lot of friends. Yeah. He got kind of into this paranormal world. So he started spinning a yarn with these 2 guys, and it wasn't enough to just spin the yarn. He had to create a story.
Yeah.
Okay, so real quick, let's run down what your guys' plan is. We're going to say it's 8 o'clock in the morning. If I heard you guys correctly, you're thinking about splitting up?
Seems tentatively Smiley is going to pursue his own lead. The 3 of us are going to go to the coffee shop, while McNulty's directly observing. Baker and I are out trying to see if we can get some evidence out of their vehicle.
So, McNulty is going into the coffee shop to observe this meeting. Steinmetz and Baker are outside
would have wanted to get there early to be able to watch whenever they showed up and see what vehicle they got out of, ideally, like case in the place, Steinmetz and Baker, optionally, if possible, since we knew what they looked like from the pictures.
Right. Okay.
Narratively, just as part of the thing, I might as well play into the home scene thing and have a blowout argument with my girlfriend over the phone before we head over, just for the bond damage, right?
That works. We're gonna say you guys get to the coffee shop. McNulty goes in. He sees Dr. Santorini sitting there. They make eye contact, and I'm guessing McNulty kind of has a stern look on his face, like, you better fucking make sure this goes all right. Steinmetz and Baker are outside. A car pulls up. It's a beat-up Subaru. Steinmetz and Baker recognize the two younger kids getting out of the Subaru. They start heading inside. Are you guys just letting them go in and then gonna check out the car, or are you approaching them, or what are you doing?
Ideally, I don't even want to be seen by them.
Same.
Okay.
Yeah, like we would be either, exactly, out of line of sight if possible, and let them go in and then move toward, try to sneak towards their vehicle after a minute or two kind of thing once they're getting situated or ordering coffees or something like that.
Okay, so they go inside and they sit down at the table with Dr. Santorini. What do you two do outside?
Using his criminal background, Agent Baker will try to take the lead, sneaking over and trying to gain access to the vehicle, looking through the windows, I guess, first to see if there's anything valuable, scoping it out, that kind of thing, if there's anything worth breaking in for.
Looking in the car, you see fast food wrappers, one of those older CD carriers. There's 4 CDs on a page and it's all Pitbull.
I knew I didn't like these guys.
Dude, they're getting arrested irrespective of anything else going on.
Probable cause.
There's drugs in that car, no question about it.
You do notice a laptop in the back seat. With that, we'll go inside. They're sitting down with Santorini. McNulty's a table or two over. The two kids are like, "Hey man, so what do you got for us?" And Santorini's like, "Listen, I got nothing. I think I'm a little over my head with this. I'm gonna have to bow out of our agreement." They're like real whiny about it. They're like, "Man, we had a deal. We were gonna cut you in on the website, and you're just gonna leave us now?" And he's like, "Yeah, this is my job, man. I can't lose my job over this crap that might not even be real." This is the first time I've had to roleplay 3 people at the same time. So basically, they're just kind of going back and forth. The two younger kids are frankly little bitches about it, and Santorini keeps telling them, "Yeah, I got nothing for you." Seems like Santorini's starting to get like annoyed with these kids. Bob, do you do anything, or are you just sitting there? It's okay if you don't want to do anything.
I'm listening for anything pertinent, anything telling that these two kids may happen to be spitting out. Names, detail, whatever the agreement was, kind of anything pertinent, if they're mentioning any other names, victims, stuff like that.
Not really, but roll me a stealth.
Oof.
They're talking to Santorini, whining to Santorini. They look over at you, and one of them is like, "Wait a minute. That's the guy from the security video. Are you setting us up, Santorini?" And he's like, no. And then the kid's like, we didn't do anything wrong. We're just reporting on crazy stories."
Am I aware of them calling me out like that?
Roll me an alertness.
Ooh.
Yeah, you heard every word. They know you're there.
Okay. I'm gonna let them continue to go as much as they can, because I'm wondering if they're gonna slip up now and start saying shit. In the meantime, I'm also gonna text Baker and Steinmetz and be like, "Hey, these guys are getting squirrely. Be prepared, because I may be busting out handcuffs here in just a second."
Okay, we'll jump back outside. What are you guys doing outside? You see the laptop in the back. Yeah.
Yeah, Baker's going to try to gain access to the vehicle, see if it's unlocked, and defeat the lock if it is, or alarm, or gain access however he can, and try to gain access to the laptop to hand off to Steinmetz.
Okay, roll me a luck roll.
Failure.
Okay, it's locked. Did I give you a craft lock picking?
He does have craft locksmithing.
You roll that, and you if you want to roll that, you can try to pick the lock to the car.
Failure again.
Yeah.
No joy, Steinmetz.
It's not working, and by this time you get that text from McNulty about them being squirrely. So what do you guys do?
Can I give something a shot here? I don't know if this one has a remote keyless entry, but I do have Craft Microelectronics. We hadn't really fleshed out the entirety of what I carry with me, but you said I have like a modified iPad. Does that have some kind of transmitter where I can run a program that cycles through and tries to crack the unlock code?
First, roll me a luck, and we'll see if it's electronic entry.
Nope, failure.
It is not. Yep.
Okay. In that case, I guess the question to Baker is, all right. So, do we intercept these guys on the way out?
How bad do you want this laptop?
Yeah, it's like, do we just bail at this point? Because we can catch these guys later, right? We got snap a picture of the license plate. We'll be able to find these guys. It's a question. Do we stay quiet on this, or do we grab them? Personally, I like keeping our options open. Once we nab these guys, we kind of commit to course action.
We don't have to do it in broad daylight and in public. We know who they are and where they live. At this point, we can run their plates through the DMV and scoop them up in the evening whenever the things are quiet.
So yeah, my proposal is maybe we'll just scoot, and unless we'll stay close by in case help is needed.
Yeah, I agree. Low profile unless Agent McNulty needs backup on if things go kinetic inside.
Oh, I'm not worried about it going that kind of sideways, but I am going to have, at the very least, a little chat, and we're going to see how that goes.
At this point, McNulty gets a text from Detective Gregson saying that they have got the phone records.
Okay.
You were looking for phone records for Lauren Harrogate's phone, and she has them for you. Before we get back to the coffee shop, what's Smiley doing?
So, because they have the van, my thought is that I could probably get Officer Briggs to come over and join me in going over to see the mother of Lauren.
I don't see a problem with that.
Because they took her to, where was it? The insane asylum? Not the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
See something. Yeah, the psychiatric ward. So we'll say you swung by early in the morning before they got the phone records to pick up Briggs, and you guys go to the psychiatric ward. You have no problem getting in. They take you up to Sandra Harrogate's room. What do you do?
I kind of, I'm a very affable, likable kind of figure on the news. So I kind of come in and say, hey, Sandra, I'm here, just checking in. I just wanted to see how you're doing. I know you had a pretty harrowing incident yesterday, and I just wanted to talk through it with you and see how responsive she is.
You ever see that movie with Robert De Niro and Robin Williams where Robert De Niro's just like completely catatonic?
Okay, that's what she's like.
Awakenings? You're talking awakenings?
Yeah, like she's just stiff. Not staring at you, but staring like away from you. Okay.
I'm assuming there's like a psychiatrist or someone in the room, I would assume, kind of watching over while we're here.
Yeah. Not like the doctor, but definitely like a nurse.
Okay. So I go to the nurse and I say, what's been going on? Has she been talking, saying anything? What's the status been?
This is pretty much how she's been since she was brought in here yesterday. At night, when she's asleep, she's moaning and definitely in some distress, but like she hasn't spoken a word. She doesn't move. We have to put her in the bed. We had to take her out this morning. The doc seems to think that she might have witnessed something terrible.
I'm going to try to use a little bit of psychotherapy and get down kind of to her level. And I'm going to essentially try to kind of trauma bond. So Smiley says, Sandra, I know this is really difficult to talk right now, and I know that you might not even be hearing me, but I want you to know that I've gone through a very similar experience in my life where my older sister, was taken, and I felt a very similar way. I'm here to try to help. Could you just give me any type of indication that you're hearing me right now? And essentially try to use a little bit of psychotherapy.
All right, roll me a psychotherapy roll.
I'm not good at it, so.
That's fine.
Hey, ay.
She starts going back and forth like this, rocking in her chair. All of a sudden, she stands up and starts screaming and flapping her arms like this. Ah! She's screaming and like crying at the same time. And she swipes at you, like goes to slap you. If you want, you can roll me a dodge roll, or you can just let it happen.
Part of me is like, I kind of deserve it, but I am going to try to dodge.
Okay.
1 off.
I'm imagining this like that scene in the first season in True Detective where he talks to the girl that he rescued when she's in the asylum, just completely catatonic until he shows her the picture, and then she just loses it.
Oh yeah.
You take 3.
Oof.
Okay.
She hits you right across the head, right where that laceration is from when you got bumped in the head by the severed head.
Gosh, I am really hurting.
The orderlies come in, strap her down, and they tell you need to get out of here right now. We can't have our patients disrupted like this.
And Smiley agrees. He actually obviously feels very bad about that situation, so he exits the room.
You were the only one who had any damage. So when you guys took that rest, roll me a con times 5 roll.
Okay.
You can add 1 hit point.
Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
So you guys leave the ward?
Yeah, I think the damage has been done, and after that massive fumble, I don't think there's any information I'm going to get.
Okay, we're gonna say all that happened simultaneously with what's happening at the coffee shop. If you want, you can do whatever you want to do. But if you wanted to go meet back up at the coffee shop, we'll say you're there right now.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yep.
You, Steinmetz, and Baker are all out front. So back inside the coffee shop, surprising to McNulty, one of the kids actually comes up to him. Like, yeah, you're that Fed from the security video we saw. What's up with you? What's going on with you? Why are you acting so weird in there?
I think you, your friend, and the good doctor are going to have to come downtown with us to have a little chat.
I hate that there's not like an intimidation.
Yeah.
I mean, persuades the...
That's the go-to.
It's a form of persuasion.
Let's do this. Bob, roll me a luck roll. Okay, now roll me a persuade plus 20.
Persuade plus 20. Is there a way to add the 20 to the roll?
No, you just got to do it. You just got to do it in your head. So you passed anyway. I'm guessing you're kind of...
I'm flexing nuts a little bit. Like,
yeah.
Here's the deal. So we're going to go downtown. We can make this easier. We can make it hard. Choice is up to you.
Listen, I don't want any trouble. We're just trying to make a name for ourselves. I'll do whatever you want. While he's saying this to you, this guy bolts towards the front door. He hasn't exited yet. What's everybody's dex?
15 for Kyle.
10 for Smiley.
11 for me.
We're just gonna wing this right now because I don't have it set up. He bolts to the door. Santorini turns around like, oh shit. McNulty, do you do anything right now, or are you just sticking with the kid?
I'm gonna, yell out the stop. You're under arrest, and I'm gonna start putting cuffs on the kid that's nearest me.
He's like, man, I'm cooperating. I said I'd go with you. What are you trying to cuff me for?
He's getting cuffed.
All right.
Any of us hear the shout outside?
Yeah, as you start hearing the shouting, the kid's gonna let you cuff him. As you start hearing the shouting, the other kid bolts out the door. Baker, you're first to act.
Seeing the kid bolting out the door, Baker is gonna is he oriented towards the car that they're at?
He just busted out of the door, so he hasn't really turned towards the car or anything yet.
Okay, then Baker would discreetly act like he's getting out of the vehicle directly next to the suspect's car and see if he's coming his direction and just lay low, basically. If he gets close enough, he's going to try to grab him and tell him, FBI, you're under arrest.
Steinmetz, what are you doing as you see this?
I think similarly, I catch the drift to where he's going. I'll just try to casually place myself in between the doorway where he's standing and their car, the Subaru.
Okay, we're going to say his car is right here.
Okay, so I'm like right there. So I'll just move myself a little bit. Like maybe I'm just kind of meandering this way just to try to be.
He bolts past you guys and he starts heading towards the driver's side of the car. There's cars like beeping at him because he's like halfway in the road. What do you guys do?
Okay, if he's going for the driver's side, Baker will try to get hands on him and tell him, FBI, you're under arrest.
All right, roll me a dex.
Success. And if there's anybody around, or is the street populated? I guess either way, I'm trying to make it look as legit as possible and professional as possible.
Yeah, there's people around. You catch up to them and roll me a strength.
Failure.
You're kind of wrestling with him up against the car a little bit, trying to pin him up against the car, but he's a little too squirrely for you. Smiley, are you doing anything?
I just kind of arrived, right? So I'm kind of at the scene.
Yeah, like I would say this is all happening as you get out of your car. So
Okay.
If you don't want to do anything, if you're still trying to process what's going on, you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, I think he would be like very surprised at kind of seeing, but he would start making his way over in case there was something that they needed for my support. So I would be briskly walking towards the car that they're at.
Roll me a dex.
Success.
So you make it over and you're attempting to help him. Roll me a strength plus 20.
It's 20, still just barely.
Yeah, still barely. So yeah, he's squirrely as hell. What's going on in the coffee shop, McNulty?
Okay. I've got control of shitbag 1. I am going over to Santorini saying you two, and I'm putting a pair of flex cuffs on him.
I've been running DG for like a year, and this is probably only my third encounter. Santorini's like, if you touch me, I'm gonna call my lawyer. I haven't done anything wrong.
I'm gonna whisper in his ear, "Hey, dude, we gotta make it look right. Chill."
Roll me persuade.
Oof.
He's like, no, man, I'm out of here. He doesn't run, but he just starts walking towards the door.
I'm telling you to stop.
I'll give you one more shot. Roll me another persuade, but at a minus 20. Oof. He walks out the door.
Get him!
I don't think they can hear you from in there.
All right, fair enough.
But you see him. Well, actually, only Steinmetz notices him because the other two are scuffling with the other guy. Are you doing anything, Steinmetz, to stop Santorini, or are you just letting him go?
I guess.
Or do you even notice him? Actually, roll me an alertness.
All right.
Is he wearing his Hawaiian? Oh, no.
That's a fumble.
Yeah, he just slips right past you and gone. So yeah, Bob, are you escorting the kid outside in handcuffs?
Yep.
Okay. You put him in the back of the Suburban?
Yep.
Okay, he's in the Suburban, so now you are available. He's all locked in there, so you're available to help if you want. You see Baker and Smiley scuffling with this guy.
Okay. Do I see where Santorini went off to? I can't tell. He slipped through.
You can't tell. He was gone when you came out.
Okay. Do I throw more gas on the fire and start drawing down on this dipshit?
You can do whatever you want.
I guess I'm gonna come up and join the melee and help try and restrain him.
You go up. They got him on the ground, but you can tell he's real close to just fighting his way out of it and moving. What do you do?
I guess we'll do. How is he on the ground? Is he prone or is he on his stomach?
He's on his stomach, but he's getting to his knees.
I'm gonna do the old cop trick and just put the boot down on his spine and start wrenching his arms back to put on the flex cuffs.
Give me a strength check.
Success.
You successfully got your boot on him. You have him pushed down. We'll say you handcuff him too. So he is subdued. What now?
All right, shitbag, we're going downtown. You better start fucking talking.
You take him to the car?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to grab the keys to their car.
Yeah, we'll shake him down. You got anything that's gonna poke me? You holding?
He says, no, I ain't got anything.
Okay, I'm gonna start rifling through his pockets.
You find the keys?
And I toss him to Steinmetz.
Roll me a
All right.
dexterity, Steinmetz.
Go. Oh, it's a success.
Ooh, you catch him. You weren't even looking.
Makes it feel humble.
James Bond moments.
I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna help them out by taking the car. You know, wouldn't want their car to get towed, so just being helpful, right? But of course, on the ride over, I'll be checking out.
Oh,
the
so
laptop.
you're taking the car.
Yep.
Okay. Are you following them to the police station, or are you going somewhere else with it?
Yeah, I'll go and follow them, and that way it's in case we do, we make nice with these guys, let them go. Hey, here's your keys, and then we've got the car handy right there.
Sorry, I was going to say Agent Baker on the side, still assuming he's still there near Agent Steinmetz, would recommend or suggest that he could drive if he wants to take a look at their laptop surreptitiously, away from the others, assuming that they're being loaded up in our Suburban.
I'm going to suggest somebody also makes their way over to the ME's office to make sure he's not going to go farting around doing something with that evidence in case it hasn't been collected yet.
Yeah.
That's going to surprise me. I think I can handle the laptop and the drive on my own, right? I mean, they're not going to if I show up 10, 15 minutes late, they're not going to even know because I'm behind them anyway.
Fair point.
So McNulty is taking the two douchebags to the police department. Who's going with him? Anybody or
probably Smiley. He's still confused, so on the way over, he'll probably ask McNulty what was going on and how it escalated. So,
is Baker taking McNulty's advice and going to the medical examiner? You don't have to. You do whatever you want. You can go with McNulty
we only have two vehicles currently, so I guess I would probably go with McNulty to help escort the prisoners at this point in time. While Baker, if he had a time, I guess whenever Smiley said how's it going or whatever, and if he had just a second, Baker would float the idea of or tell him, the doc got away. We need to figure out how we're gonna, scoop him up as far as evidence. You think we should have Gregson help us round him up, kind of thing? Question mark. Just as a suggestion, as he's walking over towards the Suburban, I guess, to ride over. And then we're not actually taking these guys to the police station, are we?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna sweat it out in the box for a little bit, and we're gonna shake them down.
Okay, gotcha.
That might be a good idea to call Gregson and see if she can pick him up before he causes any more now that I'm thinking about it, it's a terrible idea because he's going to fucking start talking because I'm sure they have a word.
We'll just tell him that we found that these guys had a relationship and we've searched their computers and we found child porn. And we need to get Dr. Santorini, we need their assistance in grabbing them.
That is some evil shit and I love it. All right. I'm done with that.
I'm just trying to make sense of what's going on. So you all three are going to the police station, and who are you trying to get Gregson to round up?
Santorini.
Baker will make the call, and he's going to let her know, hey, Agent, this is Agent Baker with the FBI from the investigation. We need your assistance in rounding up Dr. Santorini. We have evidence against him in a federal case.
Okay. She's known Santorini for a while. She says this to you, and she's kind of taken back by it, but she's cooperative and says, we'll get him in here. You guys make it to the police station. Steinmetz, what are you doing? You're in the Phenomen-X guys.
I'm gonna linger a bit till they drive away, or maybe I'll pull away, but then I'm gonna find a place that's even if it's just a parking lot, just a little bit out of sight. And then I'm gonna crack open the laptop.
Roll me a computer science.
Failure.
We're just going to say it's taking you a while to crack into the laptop. We'll go back to the police station. You guys arrive at the police station. Gregson meets up with you at the front door, and she hands you this phone log that you asked for.
Thank you.
She leads you to an interrogation room. Santorini's already there. You guys have them in the same room or separated?
How many interrogation rooms do we have?
Only one. It's a small police department.
I'm going to put the two Phenomen-X goons on one of the benches, and I'm assuming Santorini is already in the box, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And we know Steinmetz is out in their car in the parking lot?
He's still over by the coffee shop somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to be, observed outside the police station, filling with that.
Fair enough. Does anybody want to go in and talk to Santorini with me? Somebody else stand guard over these two clowns while we're doing it?
Smiley can play good cop.
Okay.
And Baker will stay, I guess, and just out in the. I assume the others are in holding cells.
Holding cell, bench, wherever.
Okay.
Either
yeah.
way, they're still cuffed with their shit behind their back.
Smiley said he was going to talk to Santorini with McNulty.
Yeah, I'll play good cop. Before we go in, we need a one-on-one. I think McNulty. All right, so we're gonna come in here. What's our kind of desired end state here? What are you hoping we can get out of him?
We're just trying to get him to shut up right now. I was trying to play it cool with him, and he didn't want to cooperate. He knows something is going on. If we can persuade him, maybe we can use him as an asset further on, later, when new stuff comes up. I'm not interested in breaking his balls or him invoking, the fifth and getting a lawyer out of this. This is a relatively friendly chat unless he decides to play hardball.
Okay, I think that makes sense. What do you think about a strategy of kind of saying the reason we were so uptight is that those two were involved with some really bad stuff, and we thought you were implicated, and now that we're kind of something like that, we could put more blame on them.
Well, that's kind of the yeah. We'll go with that because he was adamant in not giving them anything new, but we were all there together. It had to look right. And
okay, that makes sense.
He wanted to boot. We're not here to jam him up yet, unless he makes it that way.
Sounds good. That's where you come in. Okay, I think we're good.
Sounds good to me.
Santorini is completely cooperative with you guys. What do you ask him? What do you tell him?
So look, we're not here to jam you up. You know some stuff's going on. You have more brains here than most of the people in this department. We're going to need your help. We had to make it look right while we were at the coffee shop. So I apologize for that. We're not, like I said, we're not here to jam you up. It's the last thing we want to do. We think you could be a pretty great asset in the future here. But appearances are what they are. You already made a phone call once to these guys. We need to make sure that you're on the up and up. I commend you for how you handled yourself in that coffee shop when it came to your discussion with both of them. That was good. Keep doing that. If we can trust you, then maybe we have some leeway in the future here with some stuff.
He goes, listen, I'll do whatever you want. This weird shit that's happening, it's just piqued my interest. That's all. I kind of feel like you guys know it's a little weird too. And I almost kind of feel like you were brought here because it was kind of out there. I understand if you can't go into that, but I'm at your full cooperation. Whatever you need, I'll help. I'll do as best as I can to help.
How do we feel about that, Smiley?
Hey, as long as you're cooperating and on our side, I think it was just a big misunderstanding. I can get your suspicions of why we might have been brought here, but the real reason is, obviously there's just a lot going on in this situation that is leading it to be looking like a serial killer. So the FBI has to get involved. So as long as you're on our team, I think we can make it work.
I am agreeable with this. Lie low. Anything else weird pops up, here's my number. You call me directly, and we'll get this figured out.
All right, Steve, give me another computer science roll.
Yay.
So you hack in and you pull up their website. Their website's the first thing that pops up.
That's awesome. That is amazing.
You see a web page with a picture of McNulty from the security video in a trance. The website says the Glenridge chiropractor case is heating up with yet another victim found behind Hurl Field. This time the victim was discovered on top of one of the electrical towers, same as the other two, head and spine removed in the same vicious fashion. Our insider provided this photo of the crime scene along with the victim's name, Lauren Harrogate. The odd investigator, McNulty, from the video we posted earlier today, was said to be at the scene. There's a little caption next to McNulty's face that says, "Psychic or Drama Queen."
I love that.
Psychic or Drama Queen. A little of both.
I love the crazy chicken over there, too.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Oh, it's incredible.
All right, so I'm going to kind of go through this pretty quick. You guys talk to the Phenomen-X guys. You can tell they're just a couple of kids trying to stir shit up online. They're pretty intimidated by the whole situation. They didn't know it was going to blow up like this. They give you their word that they'll leave town. I mean, it's up to you if you take that offer or not.
I'll give them that. They're going to stop doing this, and everything that they have is scrubbed from the internet. All of it.
They agree.
Okay. I'm going to make sure we get all of their relevant information. Obviously, we'll be keeping tabs on them, and they're going to know it. Hey, we're watching. If you fuck up again, it won't be so nice next time.
Okay, they agree, so you let them go?
No charge and cut them loose.
All right. So now, what are you left with?
Well, did I make it back in time with the vehicle?
Sure.
Okay. Hey, this is maybe a bit of a stretch, but additionally, am I able to plant any kind of tracking software on the laptop? Something that's surreptitious, something that just reports back.
Nice call.
You can roll me a computer science for that one too.
That's where I need that critical. Nope. Man, them's the breaks. Okay. So I'm gonna close it up and I'm gonna place it back where I found it, park the car, into the station.
So you guys are all at the station. You have those phone records. Possible things you can do other than look at the phone records are you could go to the dentist office. You could go to the high school.
There's Lauren's friend Stacy. I'm very interested.
Yeah, I will give you those phone records so you can start looking through those, see if there's anything worthwhile gleaning off of them.
Yeah, I found only one man's name in there. There's a Mark Dangler, I think. I think that's Aaron McLovin. So, already my prime suspect. But yeah, there's still a lot.
Do we want to shake down the kid then?
I think we need more. I think we need to see if there's a connection with the dentist, or with the other victim. Sorry, I'm useless without the board up there. I think Stacy's probably a better. We might get some information about even to confirm that Mark Dangler is McLovin. Although then there's also the dentist office. It probably makes more sense for my character, even though I'm interested in Stacy. As long as whoever talking to Stacy feels out this McLovin character, it probably makes more sense for me to go to the dentist office. And that way, let me take a look at your records, right? And I can, there's probably more computer relevancy there.
Okay. Do we want to split paths again? Do one pressing Stacy for information, and then you kind of getting what you can out of the dentist office?
Yeah, I think it's a good 2-and-2 situation. I mean, there's probably more than just the records, right, at the dentist office. Probably need somebody to schmooze the staff, and hey, who do you think I had a beef, right? I think there's that kind of.
Okay.
So you guys want to split up and some go to the dentist and some go to the high school, or?
Yeah. I think that's a good idea. I would like to head to the high school, but I'd need somebody a little bit more not murder detective to go with, just because I come off as a bit intense.
I think that's where Smiley and McNulty make a good combo, because he's very affable. I'll go to I think going to the school makes sense not only for Stacy, but she was the librarian there, right? So I think we could also
yeah. Good call.
More info and check out maybe her area that she was at and talk to other people.
All right, so Steinmetz and Baker will go to the dentist, I take it?
Yep.
Yep, sounds good.
We want to go first.
Go dentist first.
Dentist first? All right. So you get to the dentist office. It says closed, but there's obviously somebody there because the lights are on. There's a car in the parking lot. What do you do?
Are we gonna cop knock it? FBI?
Yeah, I definitely say be friendly, catch more flies with honey, that kind of thing. And if they don't answer the door to knock, I would try calling the business number, see if anybody's there and answers, and let them know that I'm Agent Baker with the FBI. We're here to conducting an investigation regarding the death of Dr. Moretti.
Oh, she lets you in. She's like, she kind of sighs, and you can tell she's upset still. I mean, it's been a month or so, but they're still grieving from it. She goes, anything I can do, what can I help you with?
And Agent Baker's definitely empathetic to that. I can see you're still grieving from your loss. I assure you we're doing everything we can to bring justice to the killer. If you could just point me towards Dr. Moretti's, I guess, personal effects or office, I assume that's what we're doing here.
Yeah, I think, yes.
Baker looks over.
Yeah, she leads you down the hall, leads you into his office. It's pretty tidy. All right, what are you guys doing? Just kind of searching around?
Yeah, I'm interested in getting on, computer. I mean, that's my strong suit, right? But I'm looking for, angry emails from customers, any kind of lawsuits. Were there any malpractice, pending cases or threatened cases? Anybody that might have a motive to go after the doctor.
And Baker's just searching the room for everything else, files, if there's any hard copy files for similar stuff.
Okay, roll me a computer science to get onto his computer.
Oh my goodness, critical 1. About time.
That's dope.
You log on, you're stifling through it. You can see all the records of patients who have been in over the past month or two. Are you looking for anything specific?
Yeah, right, keywords on, legal action, words like that. I'm looking for maybe other keywords like hurt. I don't want to get pigeonholed here, but my theory is, maybe somebody's got motive against him. Somebody botched a dental procedure on somebody. Somebody's out to get him.
You see an email from the woman at the front desk, the one you've been talking to. It says, Steven, you're going to have to check the notes I left on your desk. You got a patient that's pretty upset with you. There's 2 emails like this.
But no name.
Kind of huh?
But no name. It just says there's a patient.
Yeah, she's pretty much just I left some notes on your desk. Make sure you check them. So we'll have Baker make a search because he was looking for physical stuff.
Yeah, maybe I alert him. I say, hey, there's something here. Oh my goodness. 2 in a row.
Yeah.
I would say what are the
Yeah,
odds, but they're pretty easy
Yeah,
to
right?
count. 1 out of 10,000.
All right. You find 2 notes. The first one is
If I see Mark Dangler on here, let's just go kill him.
this guy.
Baker finds a note. It states that a Mark Dangler called. His son is in extreme pain after his root canal this morning.
Get him.
Would like a call back for a follow-up
The
ASAP.
second one is
A note from Eloise Dangler states that she's very upset, was expecting a call yesterday. Son has been screaming and crying in pain. Wants a call as soon as possible.
All right, there we go.
I mean, let's not jump to conclusions, but Mark Dangler was on the phone list. It's the only connection. I mean, I'm not saying we go wipe this guy out immediately, but you know, I guess so. My question, my only question of Baker is, okay, do we try to get more information, or do we play this cool, like, because if this guy disappears, you know, I don't know if we want necessarily people know that we were asking about him.
Yeah, I guess it depends how we want this to end effectively. If we like this guy for the murders, do we want to frame it as an elaborate serial killing, that, you know, a revenge kind of situation, and pin on him and not disclose the details, and kind of because we have to give the local police department something.
So yeah, maybe in that case it's better if we start planting this name in people's ears. Okay.
Building a case, and we could even ask Eloise if she's familiar with the Danglers, and if there's, you know, if this has been kind of an ongoing thing.
Hey, I guess really quick. I mean, I'm in the computer, right? What does it have for the patient files on Dangler?
Good idea.
you see that Thomas Dangler was seen the day before Dr. Moretti's body was found for a root canal.
Tom Dangler, age
16.
Okay, so Tom. Okay, just putting together the names here. Thanks.
Yeah, so with that, we'll hop to the high school. What are you guys doing there?
Go to the office and see if we can't locate Stacy.
Yeah, so, and before we go in, I talk with McNulty and say, hey, typically, the FBI cover is great, but with the school and everything going on, what are your thoughts if we kind of have a cover story? I guess, quick question, actually. Is it public knowledge yet that Lauren has gone missing, or what's been out in the news that we've heard so far?
Nothing in the news. That's all you know.
Okay. Got it. So we can kind of make the assumption that the word hasn't got out yet. So we can come in and say, hey, we've been hired, by Sandra, Lauren's mom, to see her daughter's gone missing. She thinks she ran away, and we're here just to talk and get information. What do you think about that? Like, we're private investigators helping out.
We could say we're CPS, and that's a pretty plausible cover.
Yeah, I like that. Let's go with that.
I don't, because I hated that job, but but yeah, that's put your social work hat on, and we could spin it that way for sure.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great. I think the school will kind of buy in with that. So with that, I think we'll kind of go in and try to get to the front, to the principal's office, and explain that we're with CPS. We're here with the concern to one of the students, Lauren, and we wanted to talk to one of her friends that was known to be in contact with her the day that the issue occurred.
So what? You walk in and go to the front desk and say that? You say that from CPS?
Yeah.
The lady at the front, Mrs. Spit out a name. Mrs.
Pennyfeather.
What?
You're Alfred Pennyfeather. I was just having a 12 Monkeys flashback.
Mrs. Pennyweather says, CPS, sure, no problem. I'm going to have to see some identification.
Can I Jedi mind trick? You don't need to see any identification.
Yeah, it works. She lets you... No.
Do we go? I don't know. Unless you have a good idea. I was going to say, maybe I just kind of say, well, we're actually with the special division specifically unauthorized on behalf of the FBI, and then show my FBI badge. But
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
She's like, okay, that'll work. But you don't have to sugarcoat anything. We already got the news about Lauren. We haven't told the kids yet because Detective Gregson said to keep it on the down low while the investigation's still going on. But who are you here to see?
We're here to see Stacy. Stacy Latimer, I think it's
Latimer?
Latimer. Yeah, sorry. My eyes.
I can escort you down to, she's in algebra right now. I can escort you down to the room, or I can have her come into the office, whichever you prefer.
Probably come over to see us in the office, unless you think otherwise, Officer McNulty.
No, that would be just fine. Can we have some private space to speak with her?
Yeah, you guys can go in the conference room. I'll call her down and have her come right in.
Okay, thank you.
Fast forward, you guys are in the conference room, and Mrs. Pennyweather introduces you. This is Stacy. Stacy, these men would like to ask you a few questions. Just be honest with them, and everything will be fine. She's like, okay.
We want to start off with, you're not in any kind of trouble here. We're just trying to figure out what happened with your friend.
Who, Lauren?
Yes.
Okay. Did you find her? Is she still missing?
At this moment, she is still missing. It looks like you were on the phone with her when all of this went down.
It wasn't like I was on the phone with her while she disappeared. The last time I talked to her, we were just talking about Mrs. Hatvan, and, you know, everybody hated, not everybody hated Mrs. Hatvan, but she was kind of a bitch. We were just talking about that, and she was having some guy problems. That's about it.
What kind of guy problems?
She kind of snickers, and she's like, well, not really guy problems, but there's this kid in school. He's kind of an outsider. I mean, he should be an outsider because he's just kind of weird. He's a nerd. McLovin. He had the nerve to ask Lauren out on a date, and there's no way a girl like her is gonna go for a guy like him. And yeah, from what she said, she turned him down pretty harshly.
What makes him so weird, other than the fact that he's a nerd?
That's it. He's just a nerd. He just keeps to himself. Saturday mornings, he plays role-playing games online with people.
How deliciously meta.
I'm McLovin for real. No.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Smiley kind of chimes in and says, Stacy, you know, any information you might have is going to be important. So do you know more information about McLovin? Like, do you think he would be dangerous in any situation? Could he be part of the reason?
She laughs. She's like, there's no way that kid's a danger to anybody.
Okay, that's reassuring to hear. What's McLovin's first name?
Thomas.
Oh, okay.
Thomas
McLovin is a nickname. Okay.
Yeah, haven't you seen the movie?
Sorry, I've been out of touch with movies. I didn't get the reference.
Can I go now? It's almost lunch period.
Yeah, real quick about Mrs. Hatvan. What was everybody's particular beef with her?
She likes handing out detentions for stupid shit. Actually, I was in detention the other day with Thomas. He was talking during study hall, and I feel like she was trying to make an example out of him by giving him an hour and a half detention. I'm always in detention because, like I said, Mrs. Hatvan was kind of a bitch. But yeah, that was actually the last time I saw McLovin.
He's been gone since then?
Yeah, is he in school?
Yeah, but not lately. Mrs. Hatvan was only found a week or so ago. But yeah, he hasn't really been in school since.
Do you know where he lives?
Somewhere on the east side of town. I'm sure they have it on record here somewhere.
Okay. We good, Smiley?
So yeah, thank you, Stacy. If anything else comes up, please make sure to let us know. But don't
As
worry.
you're saying that, she walks out of the room. Like,
You just doesn't give a shit.
yeah.
I just thought maybe she would care more about her friend Lauren, but she's probably on to the next thing. But no, I'm just kidding.
Do we want to get the address of this kid and then link up with Baker and Steinmetz and knock on the door of that house?
Hey, I think, it would be good if you did that, and I'll kind of give a call over to Steinmetz just to fill him in, because I'm assuming these things happen simultaneously, right? So I'll be like, I don't know if it's going to be a lead or anything, but there was a mention of this Thomas Dengler guy. I don't know if it's worth pursuing.
Yeah. I'm going to go up to Mrs. Pennyweather and find out how long this kid's been out for and get the address.
Since we're about wrapping up here, she gives you the address. She said, yeah, he had some sort of dentist appointment and it didn't go very right. His mom said it was a root canal that didn't take very well, so he's been off for a week or two. But yeah, here's his address, and if you need anything else, come let us know.
Thank you very much.
With that, we'll say you guys all meet up for lunch somewhere to discuss what next. And it's about noon. That's where we'll take it from next time. Does that sound good, or does anything got a last minute want to do something?
Sounds great to me.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
It's a logical stopping point.
All right.
Great game. Had a blast. Thanks.
We found out a lot more this time. This is good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Next session will probably be the red wedding. So.
Amazing.
All right, guys.
Cool. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Well, have a good one.